Welcome back to another analysis video where I show you the currency pairs that I'm going to be looking to trade for this week. I took last week off away from trading because I had to focus on my other forex related project, but this week we'll be back to trading. So let's jump right into it. The first currency pair that's on my list is the Australian dollar Japanese yen. Now, since the beginning of this year, this pair has been trading within a range. Top of the range is 79.80 and the bottom is 77.60. So the top of the range has been tested several times, and I believe that it could be broken at the next test. So it is held here and here. So if price does come up and it give it another test here, there are two ways that I can trade this. And I will do it on a smaller time frame to give you a clearer picture of what I'm looking for. So I'm going to go down to the 4-hour chart, and all I've done is I've drawn up a simple trend line here just to show me the swing lows. So we're seeing higher swing lows and it's pushing up towards this level. So how am I going to trade this? This is the plan. If price does continue up and it comes to test this level here, depending on what happens, there are two ways that I can trade this. If there is a reversal signal happening here, I will still trade it, but I'm going to be using a much smaller position size. So if that's the case, then I'll be looking to short on the way down. On the other hand, if price does push up and does break through, so if we get a really strong move, say something like this, a strong break on the daily chart, then I'm going to be looking for a pullback and we'll be trading with a full position size, looking to get in on a pullback before hopefully price continues to go up. So those are the two scenarios that I'm putting forward onto my trading plan, hoping to see that one of them will eventually happen for this pair. Next currency pair is the Aussie USD, and I have a long trade way back in the middle of March, so we're talking almost a full month now. Trade is still open. It hasn't really gone anywhere for the past 2 weeks. However, the signs are still there. I can still see that there is a lot of buying pressure above 0.7050, which is where I had support. So the analysis that got me into this trade is still valid. My target hasn't changed. All that I've done since the last video is that I've rolled up my stop loss to 7040. So stop loss is now 10 pips as opposed to originally where it was 50 pips. And it will stay here until I can see price continue to push up further. No changes to the target of the trade. Stop loss has been rolled up and I continue to hold. The next pair is the Euro Australian dollar. Similar to the Aussie yen, this pair has also been trading in a range, but this range is a little bit messier. And right now, price is testing the bottom range at 1.5750. And what has caught my attention is actually this candle here. So what I've noticed is that the low of this candle is the lowest that price has ever got since the beginning of this year, yet it became a bullish candle. So it could be perhaps that price has pushed down further enough. It got to a point where buying pressure has overtaken and now the tide could turn. Right now though, there is still no trading signals yet. I am going to be watching this on the smaller time frame, most likely the 4-hour chart. And what I'm going to be looking for is some sort of move up by buyers to show me that they could be taking control of price. So we're looking at a break above yesterday's high. That would be the first signal that I look for. Nice strong move up. That would be the first. Then I don't know what's going to happen, but let's say it ranges just for a while. As long as it doesn't come down and take out this low here, That would be the second signal I'm looking for. Once I have two of those, I'm going to reassess again, and then I will be looking for opportunities to enter long, hopefully as price goes up. So no concrete plan is yet, but those are the two key things that I'm looking for. Final currency pair is the New Zealand USD. And what this pair has done is that it's now sitting right at support. I have it at 0.6720. So the key here is to be patient, to wait. Ideally, I like to see price push a bit lower and perhaps make an indecision candle on the daily chart. That would be the ideal scenario for me to enter on a reversal trade to go long. Otherwise, if that doesn't happen, then once again, looking at the smaller time frame, I do want to see yesterday's high being broken. Much like the previous currency pair, this is the first key I'm looking for. If that's the case, then possibly I'm going to have a buy limit order right here, looking to catch a retracement before price continues to go up. With the way stop loss is set, if this turns out to be true and the retracement doesn't go very far, then I would have to have my stop here. Just gonna measure quickly if that gives me the right risk to reward ratio. So we're looking at a possible entry at this point. Stop loss, we're looking at 37 and a half. So a 2-to-1 target has to be 70 pips, 75 pips, I mean. So right up here, which is just below where I have resistance at 68.40. So that's fine, not a problem. The numbers of the trade works out. It's just a matter of waiting for that signal if it does come and take advantage of it. I'm going to finish off by showing you the stock indices. I'm looking at the Aussie 200 and the SP 500. So this is the chart of the Aussie 200 share. This is the top 200 companies in Australia, and I'm looking at the weekly chart. So what I have noticed is that last week there was this is what I call an indecision candle. It didn't happen at resistance, which is where I have it at 6370. However, looking back at this period here, I saw something very interesting. Zoom in a bit so you can see a bit clearer. What happened in this period is that we have almost 2.5 months where price got to nowhere by the end of this week, and you can see that all of these candles, so the close of this, the close of that, the open of this, the close of that, open of this, the open of that, the close of that, basically this level here at around about 62.55 seems to be a level that price continues to return to. So this could be a minor level of support and resistance. So if I move that down to 55, and comes back, it shows me that right now price is testing that level again. So the plan is that if there is an opportunity to enter short, that's what I like to do. On the daily chart, I'm going to be watching on the daily chart first, and if I can see, say if price can make 2 or 3 bearish candles within the next couple of days, so we're talking candles that closes well below this resistance level here, then I'm going to have a plan to enter short, and that plan most likely will involve watching for a break right here, so approximately 6100, looking for a break. If that does happen, then that will be the key for me to finish up my trading plan and look for an opportunity to enter short. So as always, for now, stay patient is the name of the game, and I'm just going to be watching it. Last but not least is the S&P 500. Weekly chart. Actually, let's go down to the daily chart. I missed out on opportunities to enter long. If you come back to my previous video, you would have seen a part where I talk about looking for an opportunity to enter long after 2A16 has been broken. So at the time, I was saying that now this level is broken, I'm looking for a pullback to enter here before price continues to go up. Well, it did happen, but it didn't happen in a way that I could trade it. As I was watching this unfolding, it became very messy. This entire group really didn't do anything much at all. And when the time comes, the move happened so quickly that I did not see anything that I could trade. And I was actually watching it on the 4-hour chart. So let me show you what it looked like. I watched this as this unfold, and this was the mess here. Looking back in hindsight, yeah, it's clear that I could have taken an entry, but as it happened live, I just don't know where to enter. And that's the most difficult thing. I can see overall what price is most likely to do. However, it's pinpointing down to the exact entry. Unfortunately for me, it did happen in the way that I anticipated, but not in a setup that I can trade. So it's an opportunity to learn so I can take more advantage of something like this in the future. That's it for me for this week. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video.